What's going down? All right, so here's the thing. Hold on, let me get on right quick. Okay, so it doesn't do it on there either. I am trying to get everything set up because my phone Hello everybody, how you doing? Hello people. Okay, so I'm trying to get my microphone set up. So if you can just kind of work with me just for 1 second. I need to have that. That should be okay. Okay, so can you guys hear me? How am I doing, Miss Jessica? How am I doing, Yadi? How's the sound? Hey, Miss Anya, how are you? Tell me, God damn it. Okay, give me a sec, guys. Dude, what? God damn, I hate this shit. Sorry, can everybody hear me? Sorry, can everybody hear me? Okay, Yadi said something. Okay, is it okay? Is it not? Is it too loud? Or should I just how's the sound? Okay, should I switch it back to the mic? Because I could just switch it back to the mic. Miss Anya says we can hear you just fine. Okay, fine. So it sounds fine. Okay. Okay, awesome. Um, okay, so this time around, what I'm doing, let me kind of explain it. I'm using this little gadget here that actually operates with, sorry, that actually operates with my camera. So I don't have to keep using my microphone for everything. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Anyway, how is everybody? How are you doing? Fine, I hope. Anytime this thing goes off, please let me know. I will go back to using my stuff. And apparently, I have to keep logging out and going back in. Um, okay, yeah, good times, ladies and gents. I can see YouTube just fine. It's just something with Facebook, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna send something out. Okay, Jessica said it's fine. All right, man. I'm just go. Okay, how's everybody doing? I will try my best to keep keep going back and forth. How are you guys? How was your day? Did you guys work out any or I know I got a good mile in today. Hey, what's going on, Rebecca? Correct. And that's what I'm seeing too, Rebecca. It's not showing me anything. Yeah, I can't. Has it just not been working on here? Or has it just not been working in general, Rebecca? I walked 25 half laps in the pool. Sweet. Okay, look at you. Okay, perfect. All right, so anyway, today, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna still try it anyway. Hold on, can you guys hear it clapping? Hey, what's going on, Renita? Can you guys hear the clapping? Dude, this is ugh. Okay, so you can hear the clapping. Okay. All right. So this is what we'll do. I think that we should be okay then. Whatever. Unfortunately, I have to trial and error my mic, so sorry about that. But anyway, clap for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. We are clapping because today is day 84. This is 84 days of us being together. In 6 days, it'll be 3 months. 3 months consecutively, right? And one of the reasons why we clap for ourselves. Obviously, we clap for the fact that we show up every single night, right? And whether people understand it or not, that's how success in any genre happens. That we consistently keep showing up. So thank you guys for that. Real fast, how have you guys been doing with keeping your word? I'm not gonna touch all on it. Or we can if you want to, but I'm pretty sure that you guys are tired of hearing it, which I'm gonna keep saying it or keep asking. How are you guys doing with keeping your word? As you guys are responding to me on that, today we're going to be talking about crossing the threshold. God dang it. Oh, please. Sorry about that. And then, all right, so the reason why we copy everything is because if I ever need to use it again, I already made a copy for everything. So, anyway, um, crossing the threshold is kind of, um, oh, please. I'm going to kind of skip up a little bit. But it's number 5 in the hero's journey, which we've been talking about. There's 9 different steps of the hero's journey, and this is the 5th one, crossing that proverbial threshold. And most of us don't cross it because it means that we have to let go of who we were to become what we need to become, right? So a lot of us will kind of stay back. Um, and unfortunately, it just kind of happens that way. So, yeah, man. All right. So anyway, um, God damn, boy, today is just a day. Hold on. Do you guys even see my stuff? Nope. Oh, that's why. Because I wasn't even in the right shit. Sorry, man. Boy, you ever has there just ever been a day where it's just one thing after another after another? What? Has it been like that for you guys? I'm not saying like lately. I'm just saying, show of fans, how many of us just have a day that's just fuck? Really? You know, like you just can't, like you can't wait for that day to be over. Is it just me? Chris said it sounds like some of the calls that he makes. I'm just saying that, man. God damn. It's like, dude, if it's not one thing, it's another. Oh. Um. Okay. So anyway, we're just gonna kind of get started. Please grab a pen and pad, or whatever you need to get focused. Go ahead. Please don't. Uh, Jessica, remember that thing I was telling you about old dude? Yeah, he's about to try to start that stuff now. See, I told you, man. Like, dude. So anyway, so the other thing is that everything that I talk about is about repetition. So anything worth learning, teaching, understanding revolves around that one word. We are, for the most part, here to learn as much as we can. Okay? I'm only here to help. So take it as a lesson. It's not bad. It's just some tools, tips, and strategies for your stuff. Okay? Oh man, I can't wait. Hold on, let me. No, I think Jessica probably said something. Okay. Anyway, so let me get my hell yes, please, so we can get some stuff started, pretty please. Sugar on top. We shoot a show on Tuesdays called Trial and Error with myself and my buddy Brian. And one of the things I love about Trial and Error is that we 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 got to start. Nothing's gonna be perfect, and you still got to show up and roll it out no matter what. That's the thing I love about it. Today is one of those trial and error days. All right, today is one of those trial and errors. Thank you so much, guys, for my hell yeah. If you've given it to me, I can't see. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Ms. Yachty. Yes, Bimmy. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Bim Bim's doing his thing. Dude, did it stop completely? Okay. Yeah, so it keeps telling me that it's only showing me stuff that's relevant. I get everything from YouTube just fine though. Facebook is just out. So yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think we have what, 14, 16 more, no, actually no, 15 more days after this. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I think I'm gonna probably switch everything over to YouTube, man. I I am not the fondest of Facebook at all. At least not doing this anymore. This is crazy. All right, so we're gonna run our hopefully you guys can hear that. If you can, it is word of the week or whatever, sponsored by our good word, persistence. Persistence is the ability to keep going despite obstacles, setbacks, or slow progression, staying committed until the goal is reached. I think today is one of those days where persistence just has to be that thing. Okay? So our daily duality of persistence is, our synonym is resolve, a firm decision, and commitment. Okay? And the antonym, which is Rebecca and I's favorite, is indecisiveness or indecision, which is the inability to commit or to act. Okay? So, all right, man, we're going to slow our music down, I think. Chris, did you hear your music? Oh, please. Okay, Yadi, Jessica, Rebecca, Renita, can you guys still hear me? Jer Bear, if you're here, hello. I can't see anything if you're not. You okay, sir? Okay. All right. So again, like we talked about before, today is fifth installment. The first one was Ordinary World, answering the call, refusal of the call, which, right? Yesterday we talked about meeting the mentor, and that any and everybody can be your mentor, right? At different stages. And today it is crossing the threshold. Okay. All right. So number one. So losing the fear of losing control. Okay. So we, I say example forward slash fear because we don't move forward because of that fear of something, but it's still an example. Okay. So if I say that if I move forward, I won't be able to manage everything like I used to. Right. If I move forward, I won't be able to manage everything. Right. If you guys remember, we talked about some time ago the difference between control, contribution, and the things that we have no control over. Okay? You don't really control shit. Control is a fucking illusion. You don't control more than you do control, but you contribute to more than you control, if that makes any sense. So the first part would be you don't control shit. Second thing would be contribution, things you contribute to. And number third, the last of them will be control. So you are fearing something that you never had in the first place, outside of you. Okay? I mean, I hate to put it like that, but we really don't. If you remember, which one is it, 16? If you remember, we talked about responsibility or control is within one's power, control, and management. So responsibility is the state or the fact of being responsible, accountable, or answerable for whatever is within your control, management, and so-called power. Stop. Which again is not much. Stop. Okay. Any questions? Hey, Jerry. I think I'm seeing you now. I think I'm seeing you. Hello, buddy. Okay, so behind the scenes, and I use behind the scenes today because crossing the threshold, this is that stuff that's playing in the background that's preventing us from moving forward. Okay? Good. Okay. So you stay planning, you stay busy planning instead of moving because control feels safer than uncertainty. And I think that we kind of all feel like that sometimes. That is, you into water? That sometimes it feels better to just have some sense of control, some sense of normalcy than I think that we do with anything else. Right? And I think that we do that constantly. So what do we do? Well, let go of the need to know every single step and just take the next one. You know? You okay? Good. Okay. Right? So you don't need to know every step. Right? It's okay not to. Okay? It's okay not to. Let me ask, are you guys okay with not knowing everything? Because I know that y'all gonna be like, yeah, I'm okay with that until something pops up that has nothing really to do with us, but because we have this sense of wanting to control everything, we don't want to lose control of that, which prevents us from moving forward in life in general. Are we okay with not being in control of every fucking thing? Are we okay with that? Yeah, let me move my phone over here. Are we okay with that? I'm just asking. Christopher says yes. Miss Anya obviously says yes. But what about you guys on Facebook? What about you guys? Are you okay with? Look at that. Miss Yadi said, "I'm okay. I'm starting to be like that now. Okay, good. Now here's the thing, though, Miss Yadi, and I'm just asking. I'm gonna pick on you just for a second. Are are you truly starting to be like that? Are you truly being like, you know what? You know what I mean? So are you really being like, okay, yeah, I gotta let go of certain shit. Because Lord knows, I know you're probably more stressed than most people. Stop, please. I know that you're okay. Probably not okay, but you're stressing more than most people, which you have every fucking right to. But this is also one of those times where we don't have control over much. So I'm really asking, like, and again, I know it's not an all at once thing. I know it's a bite-sized piece that we're asking you to accept to let go of. But I mean, shit. Everything going on at this present moment in time, like, you have every right to feel a particular way. So I'm really asking, like, like are you sure that you're really trying to let go of the things that we have control over, or things we have no control over? Jerry said yes too. Awesome. What about you, Renita? What about you, Jessica? And again, I'm just asking. All right, we're gonna move on. I'll wait for your responses to come in. Number two is the fear of outgrowing. The fear of outgrowing our circle, right? So example / fear is if I grow, I might weep, like I might grow apart. If I grow, I might grow apart. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this right here is a really huge one that I see a lot of people stuck at. And I think that the next one that we're going to talk about tomorrow, which is the trial, which is the enemies, allies, shit like that, the people that are really preventing you from moving forward, that's when you meet those people on the other side of this. This here, for the most part, is that threshold that you're crossing is the boundary of you. It's a threshold of you that you're crossing. And this is where outgrowing that circle of people that you keep around you, this why I'm telling you, this right here, more so than anything else, prevents people from moving forward. Yes, and I agree with you, Mijati. Okay, so Yadi says, from how I was months ago as opposed to now, yes. If we're talking about what's going on today, right now, no, that is different. But my personal life, I thought I needed to have control and have been changing that, and it's helped. So to not to get so anxious if it's out of my control. Good job. And like I said, everything else I totally understand. But again, that's outside of our control. So we are only talking about shit that we can control. That's it. And like I said, this part of crossing the threshold, for the most part, has nothing to do with people outside of us. That's tomorrow. This here is us getting past ourselves. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, this is getting past us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the behind the scenes is that you dim your light to keep old relationships comfortable, to keep old friendships right where they were. One of my best friends, Evan, I told y'all before, I talked to Evan 3 days ago, no, 2 days ago. June 11th is his birthday. Okay. My other best friend's birthday is November 23rd, right? So those are 2 days I have to remember. It's almost like I ain't got a choice. Besides my son's birthday or whatever, like I ain't got a choice. I got to remember those ones, right? But I talk to that dude 3 times a year. My birthday, his birthday, and Christmas. That's it. My birthday, his birthday, and Christmas. That's it. Right? I still love him, but we've outgrown certain parts of our relationship. We've outgrown it. See what I'm saying? And it's not like it's my fault or his. It's just two separate paths, two separate lives. Y'all doing your own thing. We come together, we talk our shit, and we keep it pushing. Right? Okay, so what do we do? Let me ask y'all, do you guys have any friends that you only talk to every so often? You love the shit out of them, but you only talk to them every so often. Look at me, itch my palm. Oh, it's itchy. Right? But I'm just asking, do you guys have any friends or people that you love them, but y'all only talk maybe a couple times a year? That's it. Y'all didn't fall out. Y'all ain't got no ill will towards each other. It's just y'all move in separate directions. Y'all call each other Christmas and birthdays. And if we just so happen to have the same birthday, we talk twice a year. Chris said yes. Chris said yes. So here's the thing. What do we do with this? Because I know that you guys are saying yes to that. What do we do with this? Simple. Number one, we need to understand that not everybody is meant to walk every chapter with us. Okay? Not everybody's meant to walk with us. Not every fucking chapter. My best friend Evan rode with me all through my motherfucking 20s. And then into my 30s. But then after my kid came and his children came, we kind of started drifting. So, like, yeah, no, I'm just saying, it happens. Right? It happens. You guys know what I mean? It happens. Growth means boundaries. It doesn't always mean goodbye. And if you guys remember, can you guys tell me that whoever tells me first, I'm sending you $10. Cash App. What is another word that we use for boundaries? What is boundaries doing for us? Who's the first person that can tell me? What do boundaries do for us? Whoever tells me, $10 Cash App. I'm going to keep going though. Number 3, fear of becoming who and what you say you are. Again, what are we talking about? Crossing that threshold. Going from where you've been, the type of person that you've been, to where you're going to. From where you've been to where you're going to. Okay? From where you've been, where you're going to. And this is that good one, but no. Nope. And I've talked about it several times. Boundaries do something for us. They do something for me, and it does something for you. And it works like that, vice versa. Boundaries do something for us. What do they do for us? So if growth means boundaries, and it does not always mean goodbye, it just means that I have to move forward. Good goddamn Yachty. What? Dude, stop. What? Yachty. Yachty. Over there listening. Yes, ma'am. I will Vimno yo $10. As soon as I'm done. It protects us. Our boundaries protect us. Not only from you, but it protects me. It protects me from you and you from me. That's what they do. Okay? All right. So fear also protects it. The fear of becoming who and what we say that we are. Right? Not who I think I am, but stop. Right? But who I say that I am. So what if I really want to become powerful, disciplined, a successful version of myself, right? That's a part of you, correct? of what you're trying to become. But a lot of us have this fear of becoming that. I used to have a fear when I was growing up of I had this huge fear that I would be found out that I love to read. I know that today that sounds so stupid, but that was the reality that I lived in. Right? That was the reality that I lived in. Is that thing still clapping? Okay, no. All right. Right? I mean, so again, I think about this shit constantly. Anyway, so behind the scenes is that potential protects you from pressure and um, expectations. Right? Potential. Isn't that also the reason why we keep certain people around us? Because of their potential, the potential that we see in them, the potential that we see in other people is sometimes the reason why we stay around and stay loyal despite all the bullshit that comes along with them. And sometimes we're hoping that we can stay around long enough for that potential to manifest itself, and hopefully we get some of it. Kanye West talked about potential in that song Gold Digger. Remember that verse when he was talking about um 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 these dudes, like she done stay down with this dude through all of it. He gets this big ass deal, and then you leave your ass for a white girl, and she stayed with you because of the potential. She saw potential in you. He saw potential in something better. I'm just saying, right? And we stay in that shit. So what do we do? Not necessarily in a situation like that, but the fear of becoming who and what we say that we are. Well, like we've been doing. So say yes and do it anyway. Even if it's a tiny little step, do it anyway. Like one of the things that I did today was I wrote out some stuff that I needed to do today, right? Again, and some of this shit kind of made me nervous to do it. But I'm like, fuck, man, this stuff needs to be done. So that's what I do. Wrote the stuff out, right? I have another list here of stuff that I need to do on Monday and Tuesday. Up. Right? So that happens. Okay? Happens. We don't get what we want in life. We get exactly who and what we already are. So if you want something better, if you want to become a better person, if success it means to become a teacher, then do that. Right? If success means to become a better parent, say that and do that. If it's a financial thing, okay, do that too. Okay? I don't know, whatever that means to you. All right, so fun fact time. Have a say, buddy. Hey, where you going? Where are you going? Anywho, okay, so fun fact says that your brain is wired to see change the same exact way as it sees danger. The reason is because that's the reason. Excuse me. That's why even good things like success, love, opportunity can trigger that panic because it's crossing the threshold often feels wrong because your nervous system hasn't caught up with the new version of you. Who was it? I think it was Dave Chappelle said that years ago he saw this comic at this no, it wasn't Dave Chappelle, it was Jamie Foxx saw this he saw this comedian did this special and he was at this nightclub. So he goes in and Jamie Foxx goes in, sees him, they know each other. He walks over to shake his hand and congratulate him, right? The dude literally is like, he's like, oh my God, leave me the fuck alone. I'm so fucking successful right now. I'm so fucking rich. Leave me alone. See what I mean? Like that same trigger, that same anxiety with failure and success works the same exact way. The same exact way, right? Though that same trigger does the same thing, especially if you're not used to it. Especially if you're not used to it. If somebody gave me $100,000, okay, but if you give that to somebody else who has never seen money like that before, if you give that to somebody who has been living paycheck to paycheck most of their adult life, that shit's gonna be scary to them. I've seen money like that before. So I have a different experience as somebody else would, right? Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just saying that the way I see that, I have experience with that. The way somebody else does, they wouldn't because their nervous system hasn't caught up with that version of themselves. Even when I was sleeping in my car, I saw myself becoming successful. I saw that, right? All right. So number 4. Anybody got something to say on that? Do you guys agree with that, or is that a disagreement? Like, where are we at with that? I would love to know you guys' thoughts on that. All right, so number 4, the fear of starting over. What time is it? 9:30? Okay. I've come too far to change now. I can't turn back. How many of us have been in relationships like that? That we stay with people and stay in situations and circumstances because we're committed to them, we're attached to them, all the sacrifices that we've made. Because rewriting your story often feels like erasing your past. Okay? Doesn't that work like that? Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, we got our camera. So our Osmo. All right, I'm taking this part off. Okay, hold on. Okay, can you guys hear me? Let me make sure everything is. Okay. All right, there we are. Sorry about that, guys. I got some technical difficulties going on over here, so I wanted to shut those off for a second. Okay. Hey, can you guys hear me just fine? Chris? Okay. Mijati said yes. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I had to shut this thing off for a second. Give me it's like I got doing making all kind of noises and stuff. So I figured I'd just use my mic because it doesn't pick up everything else. I don't know if the other one does. I don't know. Either way, I'm just shut it off. Go with this instead. Okay, so but I think that majority of us understand that um that I've come too far. I can't turn back. We stay with situations, people, and shit because we feel like we don't want to start over again. And here's the thing: I've been that guy who's done it multiple times. Not necessarily, I'm not going to tell you that it's fun by no means, but sometimes I'll tell you that's just refreshing just to start the fuck over. You know what I mean? Like that shit is very refreshing, right? Now I don't know about if you got kids, but dude, like, come on, man. Whatever. Anyway, so what do we do? Rewrite, don't erase it. You can rewrite your story, but you don't have to erase it, right? You've earned your story, scars and all of it. So what I would suggest is take the lessons with you, carry the lessons with you, but leave the bullshit behind. That's the great part about starting over sometimes. Is that you can start over fresh. Take what you need, leave that bullshit behind you. Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, but no, and I totally understand that. I totally understand that. But I mean again though, that was also a different um time as well. That was also a different time as well. Totally different time. Totally different. And a lot of it is based on what some people base a lot of that off of um, passages from the Bible, which unfortunately a lot of people have never actually read the Bible, and some of those passages that they've taken for every verse you can probably find another one that'll contradict that one. I just read a whole book called uh, the Bible. The Bible says so. It's called The Bible Says So. Really good book. Matter of fact, here I'll find it for you so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Do you guys see this? Oh yeah, for sure. No, you're very much right. Yes, ma'am. And that's how a lot of this stuff, and that's also how and why abuse stays in families and generations for so long. But here's the thing: just because somebody tells you to stay doesn't mean that you have to, right? Because some people will look at that like, well, if y'all said this and the other under God, no. But at the same time, though, we also know that women are not people's property either. Did you know that it also states in certain scripture that a victim of of sexual battery um, is also to be married off to their aggressor? I can go grab the scripture for you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's right or that we even still do that. You see what I'm saying? So just because somebody or one generation lived a particular way doesn't necessarily mean that it was right. It just means that that's how they lived. At one point, it was legal to kill natives. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't say it in the Bible to do that, but people still found it amongst themselves to do it. You see what I'm saying? They also use slavery as a linchpin for that shit too, and said, "Well, the Bible said it was okay for us to do this." But then you can also find that in another passage it doesn't say that. Well, not everyone gets that until you have the wake up call, but not everyone gets that wake up call because it's too late. No, ma'am, it's never too late. It's never too late. Never. Unless you're on your deathbed, it is not too late. It's not. That, Miss Yachty, is a myth. It is never too late. Like I said, unless you about to be out of here, it's not too late. Never. And and even if it is in one situation, as long as you still got breath in this and the other, you'll be that in another situation. But it is never too late. That's what people consistently tell us, and that's the reason why a lot of us don't move forward. It's because we look at it. Yes, 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 ma'am. And as I just said, yes, yeah. Unless it's a life or death type of thing. No, you're very much right. Yes, very much, very much. But if you remember when we talked about the exit to leave, voice to say something, L for loyalty, N for neglect. Do you remember when we talked about that? There was two other words or letters that came with that. But there's another that's a C. Do you remember what the C was? Everything in life comes with it. Everything. Everything. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that no, for those women, for those people in general. Yeah, it's too late. I mean, once you're gone, right? And a lot of the time that people do shit like that, it's literally a control mechanism. It's control. Control. It's not a thing that and and control is mainly for that person. It ain't for you. It's for them. That's the reason why if you ever read any cases or talk to anybody who's been sexually assaulted, battery, right? Grape. Because I think we have to say when they prosecute the person who did it, if they're even able to, right? Because a lot of those things go go on. What's the word I'm looking for? Um, Documented. right? Most attorneys will tell you, and the cops will tell you too, that the only way sometimes that you're really gonna get some type of closure of that is if you face that motherfucker. Face him. Tell everybody exactly what that man did or person did, and let them know that they didn't stop shit pertaining to you. Nothing. That's how you beat fucking bullies. But as you know, as I think as well as I do, that sometimes the bully gonna kill you. That happens. That is a consequence that we face, right? That is a consequence that we face. I mean, and I know that, yeah, I am some fucking guy sitting there talking about, this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 whatever, whatever. I mean, again, you got to remember, fucking, I mean, kids that I've met or knew whose parents killed them. Man, I grew up in the state. I grew up in the state. So, I mean, yeah, that shit happens, man. That shit sucks very much, but it does happen. But you're right. That fear of starting over, man, that could be physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, spiritually fucking terrifying for people. Terrifying. But it happens to people every day. Every day. Every single day. It happens. But again, like I said, you don't rewrite. You rewrite the story. You don't erase it. You know, every scar that you've earned that shit, all of it. But a lot of us, we don't want to carry that shit with us. No, carry it with you. Carry the lessons. But like I said in the thing, leave the bullshit back there if you can. Leave it back there. Leave it back there. Every relationship that we go into is going to be amazing in one situation, shitty in another. This, that, and the, I mean, it fucking happens. It happens. The all we can do, take the lessons with us. That's it. No more, no less. We pick up what you gave the courage to leave. That's it, man. That's all we can do, Yachty. Nothing more. A whole lot less, but nothing more. Learn what you need to learn. Like I taught you guys before, Occam's razor. Shave off what you need. Leave the fucking rest. Leave the rest. Leave the rest. Right? I met you because you came into my bookstore, yes? I've talked about it on multiple occasions. When I met Chris, I did not like that dude. At all. Did not like him. For legitimate reasons. Still didn't like him. Where'd I meet him at? At the store. Right? My relationship with him today is 100% different than it was when I first met him. Right? He'll tell you that. He will tell you I had very good reason not to like him. Very good reason. Today, we're cool. Cool as shit. But I met you there. I took what I needed. I still have you in my life. Regardless of how Chris and I started, I still fuck with Chris. Chris is still in my life by way of Anya, but he's still here. So I got what I needed out of that store. That what I have now is immeasurable. I don't need that other shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I got y'all. Fuck else do I need? You see what I'm saying? Take what you need, leave the rest. I'll deal with whatever I need to deal with there. But my relationship with y'all, I got to carry that forward. The relationship that I've had, that I met with other people, I get to carry those relationships forward. I love that. So I appreciate what the store did for me, but I don't have to take the store with me no more. I mean, if that makes sense. All right, guys. Hey, guys, I would love to know what you guys think about this. First off, Yadi, thank you for really engaging. Like dead ass, I appreciate that. Thank you for engaging. Like this is all I've ever really asked you guys to really do, because some of this stuff it hits different. You know what I'm saying? It hits different. I really want to make sure that everything that we talk about, you guys are getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit means a lot to me because it helped me when I went through a lot of stuff. A lot. That's why this time around I'm breaking all these down so you guys can really take this information and run with it. Okay? All right. So, number 5, fear of being seen. If I go for it, people will judge me, doubt me, and laugh. There's 2 more that I did not talk about. Number 1, they're not going to just judge you, they're going to ignore you at first. They're going to ignore you at first. Then they'll judge you. Then they'll doubt you. And then they're going to hate you. Laughter may come before or after, right? But you're going to go through all these things as you're crossing that threshold. And think about it. If I go for it, people will judge me, doubt me, laugh at me, ignore me. That ain't none of your business. Remember what you just said that, well, again, what happens with people that that have a calling that maybe it's too late for them. This is what they say. And like I said, unless you're dead, you still have a choice. You got a choice. Now, again, everything comes with a set of consequences. Everything. Everything. One of my really good friends, she went through a divorce with an individual that made her life a living hell for 17, about what? No, 8, anywhere from 17 to 20 years. I think, no, about 20 years. 20. Out of those 20 years, 17 to 18 of them have been hell. Have been hell. She believed the same exact thing, that you stay with a person regardless. You stay with a person regardless, even if they are sexually abusing you. He used the old title, the old adage, well, says it in the Bible that you're my property. I can do whatever I want. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. So behind the scenes, you hide behind perfectionism or planning because being seen means you're being exposed, means you're being vulnerable. Think about that. It means you're being exposed. It means you're being vulnerable. A lot of us don't do anything because of that. If you guys remember, I told you that word respect, right? Spect, RESPECT, right? But if you look at the word SPECT, spec as in spectacle, to see something, to spectate, spectator. That means that they're onlookers, which means they're watching. The root word of respect, another person, simply means to fucking see them. Most people feel away because they're like, dude, you don't even see me. You don't see me as a person. You don't see, you know what I'm saying? I mean, is it that kind of what's going on with the situation today? In a lot of cases, we don't see each other. We see versions or figments of what we want to see, right? Just saying, it's just one of those things, dude. So we feel vulnerable and exposed, right? How many of you guys have felt like that before? Where you didn't necessarily feel seen. Even when a person's sitting there looking right at you, you didn't feel seen or respected. I could say I. It's happened. Oh, Yadi says I, right? Isn't that crazy to think about that? And you can sit there and look at a person and they don't even see you. You know? So what do we do? Well, we let purpose be louder than our egos. Okay? When we serve the mission, the other people's opinions shrink. My objective is to help people, is to give people some tools, techniques, and strategies to deal with their dreams, goals, aspirations, and problems. That's what I do. You can ignore me all you want, but I'm still going to show up. Hmm? You can doubt me all you want, but I'm still going to show up. You can judge me all you like, but I'm still going to show up. Show up. You cannot like me, but I'm still going to show up. There ain't shit you can say or do to me where I'm not going to show up. If I, within my control to do so, I'm still going to keep showing up. And because I'm here to help, I don't give a fuck about what another person thinks. Now, again, if I fuck up on something or if I say something, number one, I don't mind being challenged. Y'all know me enough now to know I don't mind being challenged. Matter of fact, I welcome it. Right or wrong, I still welcome it, regardless of what it is. If I fuck up, who's the first to apologize for it? Sight unseen. This guy right here. Not a problem. Why? Why am I so fast to apologize for shit? Because I hold myself accountable, motherfucker. That's why. That's simply why. I hold myself accountable. You ain't got to hold me accountable. I hold me accountable. The way that our bookstore ended, I didn't end that shit, but I'm still responsible and accountable for it. I take full responsibility, regardless of whether anybody else does. I do. I do. I have to. Because I can't function no other way. Like Renita said when I asked her, do you like how's it been keeping your word? It has not been good, but I've still been doing it. I feel the same fucking way. Constantly. Y'all think I like showing up to the plate? You think I like having to take the high road? Yada, you watch me do that for months. You watched it. I never said or did anything to show you anything else other than we be respectful to people. We ride with each other no matter what. We ride in one direction. We ride together. Hopefully, we all go together. Some people are going to fall off, but we ride in one direction. How many times did I tell you, you don't work for me? You work for the company. I just so happen to pay you. See what I mean? I was judged, ignored, doubted, laughed at. You saw it. Yada, you saw all of it. And through all that shit, what did I always tell you? Stay focused. Stay focused. Let me deal with this. I just need you to stay focused. Even when all the negative shit was being said about me, and all I did was say positive things about them. You were there, Yadi, you know. Jessica, you was there. You're right, they don't. But here's the thing, though, Yadi. We know what that means. So whether or not they use it or not, ain't got shit to do with you. That has nothing to do with anybody else. That's some shit that you got to carry. That's some shit you got to carry. Whether they're loyal to you or not is irrelevant. You stay loyal, no matter what, to yourself. Not necessarily to them, but to you. To you. And again, that's that protection. That's what boundaries are for. Why you always think I would always make sure you did one particular thing. That was it. If you notice, I never micromanaged anything you did. You would come to me and say, Fearless, I would like to do blah, blah, blah. Perfect. Do it. Let me see, and then we'll go from there. That's how I run things. I like for people to kind of do their own thing. Let me know. I'm like, okay, I love it. Run. Do it. And then if I don't like it, then we'll change it up a little bit. Right? Thank God you had great ideas. You and Jessica both actually, with the gauze to go in and do something about it. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it was once or twice that you asked me, hey, what about this? No, I'm good on that. You were like, okay, I get it. That's fine. Right? Same shit. Right? But when you serve a bigger mission, other people's opinions start shrinking. So when I'm catching hell from out there, I'm focused on my immediate circle, which is y'all. Right? That's what we do. All right, so I think this is one of our last ones. So 6th one, the fear of responsibility. right? And this is a big one. What if I'm really the one that has to fix this? And then you have to remember that ain't nobody coming to save you, right? Okay. So behind the scenes, it's easier to stay stuck and blame our circumstances rather than accept that your future is your fault. It's on you, all of it. And again, I'm not saying the circumstances are your fault. What I'm saying is that you are you, your life is your life. Period. We have to accept it for whatever it is. If we can control it, then we will, and we do. But if we can't, your life is still your life. Dignity is still yours. Choices are still yours. Okay? Just saying. There is no situation opposed to being on your deathbed or in front of a firing squad tied up that you can actually do about that. But your life is still your life. Hey, sorry about that. I did hear my guy. Okay, so right. So owning your power means owning your pain too. Okay. And that's a heavy burden for a lot of people that some people do not want to hold on to. They don't want that. It's easier just to give it to somebody else and then blame them for everything going on. But I'm telling you, yo, it is a fucking superpower. When you own your emotion, when you own your stoicness, when you own your dignity, regardless of what happens, regardless of who's laughing at you, regardless of who's ignoring you, regardless of what these motherfuckers are trying to do. Like I told you before, fucking stay 10 toes down. Stay solid in your character and be calm. Some of these people, they want you to buck up. They want you to buck up. Just so they can say, oh, we were right about them. This is how they act. Although these are the ones who throw the fucking rocks and then hide their hands behind their backs. Say, look, we didn't do anything. We're just enforcing the law. Cowards is what these motherfuckers are. You know it as well as I do. Cowards. Cowards. Shiftless cowards. Who take no accountability, no responsibility for shit. For nothing. But again, that's a circumstance outside of you. That pain, that's yours. That's yours. You own that shit. Own it. It's not gonna fucking feel good. It's gonna suck like shit. You'll remember that when you're sleeping in your fucking car. Shit, some people didn't even have that. I was lucky. Lucky. All right, so what do we do? Stop waiting for a sign. Stop that shit. Decide that your life is your job. This is yours. Ain't nobody else bathing you at this point. Nobody else is wiping your ass at this point. Nobody else can have your emotion or share your emotions other than you. This is yours. All of it. Okay? So if your life is yours and it's like a job, show up like this motherfucker pays you to. I did not write that. ChatGPT wrote that one. And I was like, that's deep as shit. Gotta use it, cousin. Love it. Decide that your life is a job and then show up like it pays you. So ain't no motherfucking hiding. Nah. Dignity has to rule. Dignity has to rule. Okay? All right. Last one, fun fact. Most people don't fail because they tried and lost. That's have a seat, sir. Wow. Okay. Any more noise, sir? You have to come back out here, buddy. Okay. They fail because they paused to think about it and then they never hit the play button again. Think about that. They fail because they paused to think about it. Let me think. And then they never hit the play button again. The real danger isn't that you're risking crossing that threshold. The real danger is its hesitation and it becomes a habit. It becomes something that's repetitive. Something that you keep doing without even thinking about it. Okay? That's the scary part. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, man. Well, I think that will conclude our stuff. Um, how did you guys feel about that one? Did you guys feel a certain way kind of going with that? Man, I should have wrote I should have did I'll do a cheat sheet for this one and send it to our little group because I really like this one. The other ones I don't really need to do, but this one I kind of feel I kind of feel like this one was really deep. Thank you. Damn. I was thinking the same thing, Miss Yachty. Like very deep. Yeah, so do I, Chris. So yeah, so do I. Chris said that I'm sorry it ended. I wish I could have made it better. Yeah, Chris, I appreciate that, buddy, but that wasn't your responsibility, man. Wasn't your responsibility. So either way, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I kept you 2 minutes past. Thank you guys for everything. Um, I want you guys to have a great night. Hey, Renita. Goddamn lady, I didn't even know you were here with us. Shit, I thought it was the fearless Yachty, Christopher and Anya show for a minute. I didn't say anything. Are the Bakers still around? All right, yeah. Good night, everybody. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Get some rest and dream big.